If I'm going to talk about different groups, if you are someone who is thinking about having a baby, this information is really important because you have to think about your postnatal care life. You have to make sure that you have sufficient support set up. We don't really know what a lot of things are like until we're in it, but you know, it's like, at least if you're, I don't know, going to a non-English speaking country, you at least want to have a translator with you, or at least be prepared in the ways that you can be, right? So it's very important to think about your different factors, your health going into it, and, you know, realistically, how you can have as much help and support for you, you know, after having your child. If you are an expectant or a new mother, it's the same thing. It's like we have this model of I can do it myself, I can do it myself, I can do it myself, but at what expense to us and what expense to our health? Even if you don't experience postnatal depletion, even if that doesn't happen to you, you know, when you have more resource, things just go better. And when we don't feel right, our children feel it. And we go through all of this. I was speaking with a doula the other day, and she was like, parenting was meant to be fun. And when I thought about my postnatal life, I was like, oh yeah, that would have been a great thing. I mean, there were fun things to it, but when you don't feel well, you don't feel well. So in any event, as an expectant or new mother, you definitely want to think about having as much support as you can, and just understanding that you don't want to tax yourself more, and it's really not, it's not natural. So there is that. If you are someone who's been a mother for a long time, or you're an experienced mother, I think it's really important to think about a few things. I think it's important to think about making sure that you have the support that you need currently, but I also think it's important to think about what was your health like postnatally. Were there certain issues that began then? Did you ever address those issues? And very importantly, are there particular health habits or habits that you picked up during that time that are still with you? They could be positive habits or habits that aren't so great for you. And this is really important because this postnatal time can really, I believe, set things up for our health, not just short term but long term. This guy, Dr. Saralak, he was saying, you know, that he thinks it can affect women up to 10 years and possibly more. And, you know, with that in mind, as you know, when you go through something transitional, transformational, it's amazing, but we're also trying to figure out how to use it to our best benefit and not have it negatively impact us. So if you are an experienced mother, it's really important, again, to look back. Are there things that, you know, went awry with your health that you just haven't gotten to fix for yourself? And we know that if it was for our children, we would more than likely have it fixed or figured out or be thinking about it. What have we put on the back burner that happened in our postnatal, you know, life, or, you know, after having our child, even if it was a long time ago, that could still be affecting our health now? What are those habits? You know, what are those things? You know, and how do we keep our health a priority? It's really important. And if you're, you know, a partner, or you're someone who works with mothers or works with women, the education piece is just really, really important, and there's a lot of information that is still just going unsaid. I